What's going on, traders? It's another weekly Forex forecast video. If you haven't checked out the video I posted today already, it's this one here, Forex Future Outlook for the majors, gold, silver, and oil. I start with the 3-month time frame and I work on my way all the way down to the daily time frame. I suggest watching it. I think it's a pretty good video. And we'll get right into the charts. First, we'll start with the dollar. And for now, we'll just stick with the daily. So the dollar is clearly on a downtrend. We do have some buyers stepping up right here, though. It's pretty obvious that they're stepping up right there. It didn't break this high or anything, or this supply, because we also have a supply zone here on the dollar that's been holding up quite a bit, which I think, I'd probably put my money on it breaking now, but since this new little supply zone was created here, it broke these lows that might hold better, and it tried to go up there, it didn't. So you might even see some ranging in here, and I'm not saying that this is a great demand zone. I'm just saying, it's an engulfing candle. It's holding up price, as you can see here, but now it looks like we are creating some sort of supply right here. It's a start of a base, right? So it's just something to consider for the US dollar, and we'll zoom in on that. So yeah, it's not a bad zone right here for a 4-hour level, but as you can see, I had a pretty easy time moving through here. But I could see this zone being broken, but I also wouldn't be surprised if you saw it push back up to here and it pushed down. On the euro, if we look at the COT data for the euro, and the US dollar too, it essentially remained the same. They just shaved off some positions. They took off more longs than shorts, but still overall pretty bearish on the US dollar. Now euro USD COT data, they did remove 11,000, basically 12,000 shorts on the non-commercial side, but overall their position still is very bullish. It's 84% to 16% as far as long to short goes, which is that's extremely bullish in my opinion. So, and they're gonna trim positions here and there as price is moving up, right? But overall, I am thinking that the dollar is going to go down, therefore the euro does go up. So I could see that happening, and there's a clear difference here on the commercial side. The euro short percentage is 64 to 36. Not as much of a difference in percentage, but it's still 64 to 36 is a nice difference. And as we know with COT data, according to my information, when it's usually the complete opposite like that, you usually want to follow the non-commercial. That's why I remain a long bias on the euro. And I should have been trying to look for any buying opportunity here. If we zoom out, so we'll even use all these time frames here. So this is a weekly, because we don't, as far as the weekly goes here up to this monthly, because this is the 3-month guys is just like a little extra, so I wouldn't even bother looking at it too much. But if we want to look at where price is going, it looks like price is going to be going to this monthly area of supply. So, and if you look on the weekly here, this is not really, there's not much in here. This little zone was already broken, I believe. Actually, no, it's holding up price right now. But, that's all there really is there. As far as the daily goes, I'm not sure I don't think there's anything that was broken. There's probably something inside this weekly here for sure. Yeah, so there's a couple little supply zones here they might have a hard time at. I'll mark them out as far as the daily time frame goes and on the way up, but overall I don't see these holding. I could see a reaction off of those daily supply zones, but overall I don't think anything's going to happen. So I'm still bullish on the euro. So now I'm going to be looking to go long at some point. This looks like this might be the making of some sort of base right here. We'll have to see. Go to the 4-hour, yeah, nothing great. I want to see these this area right here removed, and I'll even mark this out for us to continue to look at. And yeah, I made a new chart layout for the group so we can continue to look at what's been going on with the chart, so I don't have my charts all mixed up and all that shit. So, but yeah, I would like to see this little selling area removed first, maybe get a pullback, get a buying opportunity. That's what I would like to see before going long. We'll go to the Aussie US dollar. Oh, I forgot to bring this up too. This is just the currency strength data sheet that I have. Australia is number 1, Switzerland is number 2, Japan, Canada, Euro, United States, UK. There wasn't too many changes to this data. Canada came out with GDP year over year and quarter over quarter, and it was extremely negative. This was not even anywhere close to -13 and -12%. So that was a big decline, which pushed Canada a position down and actually brought Japan a position up. And as far as that, there wasn't really any other big changes as far as I remember. I'm trying to think. I don't remember changing anything too drastic, so keep that in mind. But Australia is number 1, remains number 1, but as you can see here, I have a quick short form here, but the long to short percentage is nothing, like it's pretty unclear if you look here. So clearly they've been adding longs this whole time, right? But they've also been adding shorts, 42,000 to 55,000, 44,000 to 51,000. They've been adding both, and what I think that means is that they're just taking profits. So it's not really a clear bias, but I do think that they're looking that I am bullish on the Aussie dollar, even though we are reaching this kind of monthly area of supply. It's not the greatest area, but we're getting there. So just get rid of that. And as far as the daily goes, I guess I have this marked out, so we'll look at this. Okay, it's not a bad area. I definitely don't mind that area at all. So that's what I think. Maybe they're taking profits at that area. So maybe this long, because look at this, guys. Look at this long run we've had since mid-March on the Aussie dollar. It's about time, you know. And it's easy to say that it was about time right here too, but you know, maybe it is this time. I don't know. Based on the COT data, I could see getting a pullback here, and then I'm definitely would be a buyer down in this area if all the data stays the same and everything looks good. USD CAD. I made my own separate video for this, but price is getting into here to this monthly area of buying, even this 3-month area of buying, which is a little extreme, and price is now in this, if you look down here, it's now in this weekly area as well. So I'm definitely looking to go long somewhere. This is a risky trade right here, so keep in mind the weekly zone is right here too. So this is technically touching a weekly area, I'm pretty sure. So there would be this 1-hour trade that's really aggressive, because it just took out this selling here and that, I guess, but it would be pretty aggressive. If I were to do that, it'd be just basically a gamble. I don't recommend it, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's what I see on USD CAD, and we'll look at the COT data as well, or we'll look at the currency strength first. So Canada, it's majority short positions now, and it has been for a while, and with all this new data coming out, that's not good. Yeah, I could definitely see a pullback here. We'll go to USD CAD. Okay, so USD CAD, they've been kind of just floating around 43 to like 50,000 roughly long positions, and their shorts. This is a pretty tough one to read, to be honest, but you know, clearly I think their longs they definitely remain long bias, as you can even see by just this percentage here. But these numbers are kind of difficult to read. It's not super easy to read this chart based on these numbers, right? It's not like it's going from like 35,000, 40,000, 45, 50,000. It's just kind of like 43, 48, 47, 50, 43. It's just kind of all over the map. So it's a little difficult to read, but overall, I think we are going to see a pullback here based on that data and the currency strength. That's USD CAD. Japanese yen. First, we'll look at their number 3. They're very much bullish as well, 68% to 32%. The Japanese yen has also been on a rise for a while, a tear as well for quite a while. Pretty sure. Yeah. It's been a nice downtrend. But we are coming, I don't know what that is. Sorry guys, one sec. Yeah, we are coming up to this monthly area of demand again, but I definitely see us coming down to test this area, considering the COT data and that other fundamental data sheet. And so yeah, I'm definitely looking for shorting opportunities here. That would have been a nice one. Nice little trade right there. Not sure if you had a confirmation in there. Probably not. No. Yeah, not many places to go short at right now. But overall, I'm definitely bearish on this pair. So I'm bullish on the Japanese yen. What I'd like to see is this daily. I would like to see reaction off of this area. Maybe even I would ideally like it to poke below this zone to break the zone, push back up to this area, because if this, if we do get another candle right here that pushes down, that's a nice zone. And if it closes and we get the candle close, that's a nice level right there to go short at, to ride to, into this zone. It's kind of, it's not really the best thing to be doing if the monthly's your curve, if it's that low, right? I just think based on the data, I just think that's what's going to happen. So that's how I'm basing my trade. So if that made sense, I'll just draw it out for you guys if you didn't catch it. Hopefully we get a candle down here. Maybe it plays around, eventually breaks, comes back up, and then we short here. And we ride it all the way down to this zone right here, which is right about there. So that's what I'd like to see happen. We'll see if it does happen. I'm not sure. The British pound, this is just a complete mess. I'm completely probably going to stay away from the pound. I mean, it is weak, so maybe I won't completely stay away. Just the COT data is extremely confusing. Yeah, it's like they just nothing really changed. They just got rid of a bunch of positions. They are majority long, but not by much. The data doesn't really help me, but they're the weakest currency in this. So, but they have been on a tear, and I think maybe we're going to up to this supply zone here. Maybe we'll have to see. This is also another little kind of supply zone here. Not the best, but not even a nice weekly in here. But yeah, once this zone, if you look at the weekly over here, once this zone gets broken, we got a pretty clear path up to this supply. So that's where I do see price going. So I am, regardless of the data, I am pretty much bullish on this pair for now until price does get up to that level. Then I definitely am going to be looking for shorts up there. But not much going on for the pound right now. And we'll go to the Swiss. They're number 2. This is a very nice difference, 74% long to 26% long this week as well. Their GDP is not the best, obviously, but look at the COT data. They have been reducing longs clearly in the past since August started. They started August with 10,000 positions long, and now they have half. And this is the opposite too, guys. This is as if we're looking at USD Swiss. So if we're looking at the USD Swiss pair, this means that long bias here. So there's 74% long bias. So yeah, actually they've been taking these longs off. So I could see a pullback coming for USD Swiss, because like all these pairs, we are kind of on a tear, but it's like, where are we going to pull back to? All the way up to here? I just don't see where we're going to pull back to. I just honestly don't see. We do have a couple little zones that have been holding price up, but nothing like I'm not really the best at taking tested levels. I haven't really tested it that much. I just don't know. But it's like, if the data stays the same, maybe I will take a stab at that area. We'll have to see. Now we'll go over, we'll just go over silver. We're not going to go over gold. Even silver, there's not much going on, so I'm not even really going to go over it, because I am bullish on silver. Obviously, I think you guys know that by now, but this is holding up price. But I would like to see these zones broken. Maybe we're forming a zone right here. Price will break up, gotta pull it back down. Buying opportunity. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go over these. I went over them in my last video. Go check that out. And if you guys want me to add any more pairs, I definitely will add them to this weekly forecast. I just don't want to do too many, but if you guys add them, maybe we'll have a vote or something in the group to see which pairs I add for the forecast, and then I can add, like, I don't know, a couple more pairs or something like that. But anyways, hope you guys had a good weekend, and let's make some money this week. Take care, guys.